make sure he knows.
Yeah, and
Just-
I don't know if he wants a box.
Just string him on this as he goes. Got it.
in order, you know,
Got
top
it.
bottom.
Got it. Okay. I'll make sure.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences Spring 2019 Convocation. My name is Morgan Schneider, and it is my honor to serve as the college's outstanding senior this year and to be the first to welcome you to our 14th annual convocation. Before our program begins, please join us in singing Oklahoma. The lyrics will be posted on the screen behind me.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat and sure smells sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oh, Oklahoma, every night my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk and watch a hawk making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, yo, we're only saying, you're doing fine, Oklahoma, Oklahoma, okay.
Hey, we can go for another round if you want. Would everyone please rise and welcome the College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences class of 2019. Degree candidates and audience members, you may be seated. For over 20 years, the Oklahoma Scottish Pipe and Drum Corps has preserved and perpetuated Scottish pipe band traditions, ideals, and customs and attire while performing high-quality music of Scottish, Irish, Welsh, and other Celtic traditions. The Oklahoma Scottish Pipe and Drum Corps have joined the A&GS Convocation for many years, and we are honored to have them play for us once again today. Please join me in another round of applause for these outstanding musicians. Good morning, everyone, and welcome once again to the College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences Spring 2019 Convocation. My name is Patrick Highland. I am the coordinator of external relations for the college and for the National Weather Center, and it is my pleasure to serve as your master of ceremonies for today. We are very happy that so many family and friends were able to join us as we celebrate the college's 14th annual Spring Convocation. The 2019 A&GS Convocation is also streaming live at convocation.ags.ou.edu, which is also where you will find the program. I know that some of you have traveled a great distance to join us today. The family of one of our degree candidates has traveled all the way from Poland. Special note on that, it's also their first time to the United States and first time ever on an airplane as well. So to our visitors from Poland, I say, witamy. Over half of our undergraduates and most of our graduate students are from out of state. A number are from out of country. Even for some families of our native Oklahoma students, a trip to Norman can take 4 or 5 hours. On behalf of the college's faculty and staff, I thank all of you for supporting your students during their time here at OU and for continuing to support them by your presence here today. Degree candidates, it's been an exciting 4 years. Bachelor's degree candidates began their studies in the fall of 2015 after a record-breaking storm season in the North Pacific Ocean. Most of our master's and doctoral degree candidates began their studies at OU the following fall. As graduate students, the academic landscape both broadened and intensified to include more focused research, teaching, publications, field experiments, writing a thesis or dissertation, and of course, general exams. Over the past 4 years, the planet has provided us with a number of extreme natural events to study, including a record high temperature of 63.5 degrees Fahrenheit on the Antarctic Peninsula, a devastating 7.8 earthquake in Nepal, one of the top 3 strongest El Niños on record, snow in the Sahara Desert for the first time in 40 years, and over 1,000 earthquakes in Oklahoma in 2016 alone, most of them small, but some of them noticeable, like the 5.0 quake that hit Cushing in November of 2016. Our grads here today also experienced big changes within the university, including the completion of a number of new buildings, a new head football coach, and a new university president. The College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences has experienced a number of changes since 2015 as well. Among them, welcoming 15 new faculty members, adding a new 5-year bachelor's master's program in geography and regional and city planning, and providing the Oklahoma Weather Lab, or OWL, with a new permanent state-of-the-art home in the National Weather Center. But most importantly, over the last 4 years, you've earned a degree in geography, environmental sustainability, geographic information science, or meteorology from the University of Oklahoma. And that is an accomplishment well worth celebrating, and we are very glad to be able to share that with all of you today. I would like to begin by introducing members of the Dean's Platform Party. I ask that they stand and remain standing, and that you please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Dr. Berrien Moore, Chesapeake Energy Corporation Chair in Climate Studies, Director of the National Weather Center, and Dean of the College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences. Dr. Petra Klein, Professor, School of Meteorology, and Edith Kinney Gaylord Professor and Executive Associate Dean. Dr. Jens Redeman, Director of the School of Meteorology, Professor, and Mark and Candy McCaslin Chair of Meteorology. Dr. Scott Green, Professor, Associate Chair of the Department of Geography and Environmental Sustainability, and Director of the Oklahoma Wind Power Initiative. Dr. Eleanor Martin, Assistant Professor and Associate Director for Undergraduate Studies. She's behind there somewhere. Dr. Cameron Homeyer, Assistant Professor and Director of Graduate Programs. And Dr. Laurel Smith, Associate Professor of Geography and Graduate Liaison. We would also like to acknowledge Dr. Kirsten DeBurs, Chair of the Department of Geography and Environmental Sustainability and President's Associate's Presidential Professor of Geography, who is not able to join us today. Thank you, everyone. They sat down. I didn't even tell them they had to sit down. I would also like to acknowledge the faculty members who have joined us today. Faculty members, would you please stand and be recognized? We are indeed fortunate to have such outstanding faculty at the University of Oklahoma, and particularly in the College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences. They got the sit-down thing, too. Now, please welcome Dr. Cameron Homeyer, who will introduce this year's outstanding senior.
Thank you, Pat. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you the student who was chosen as the College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences Outstanding Senior for 2018-2019, Miss Morgan Schneider. A native of Lakeville, Illinois, Morgan graduates today with a BS in Meteorology, summa cum laude, with minors in Electrical Engineering and Mathematics. Morgan has maintained a 4.0 grade point average since she began at OU in the fall of 2015, which has earned her a place on both the Dean's and President's Honor Rolls every semester since then. Morgan has also been a member of the Oklahoma Pride and the Oklahoma Weather Lab since her freshman years and has been a part of the university's big event through junior year. Morgan has also been a member of the OU student chapter of the American Meteorological Society, National Weather Association, and serves as an upper-class mentor to undergraduate meteorology majors in our program. Morgan is a Hollings Scholar who completed an internship at NOAA's National Center for Environmental Information in Boulder, Colorado over the summer of 2018. She worked for the Cooperative Institute for Mesoscale Meteorological Studies here at OU for 18 months as a data quality analyst and is currently employed as an undergraduate research assistant for the Advanced Radar Research Center. Morgan is a National Merit Scholarship recipient and the recipient of the Eric Wynn Memorial Scholarship and an A&GS Senior Name Scholarship. After earning her degree today, Morgan plans to earn a Master of Science in Meteorology from OU, followed by her PhD and a long productive career in research with a focus on mesoscale and convective meteorology. Now, personally, I have had the pleasure of serving as Morgan's academic advisor for the past 3 years. Morgan's academic excellence, while impressive, is only one of many strengths and qualities that have made a lasting impression on me. Morgan is inquisitive, creative, seeks out difficult problems, is passionate about improving diversity and inclusion in science and in our program, and has a work ethic that is simply contagious, if you couldn't figure that out from her long list of activities and achievements. I'm honored to have been given the title of Science Dad by Morgan, though I'm not sure I've parented her much in the past few years. However, much like the perspective of a parent, I can speak for myself and the program that we are very proud of what Morgan has accomplished during the past 4 years, and I'm grateful to have been able to play a very small role in that process. I look forward to witnessing her continued success here at OU and development as a future leader of our field during the next several years in graduate school. So now, if you'll please join me in welcoming the College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences 2018-2019 Outstanding Senior, Ms. Morgan Schneider.
Thank you, Dr. Homeyer, for the, I gotta adjust this. Thank you, Dr. Homeyer, for the introduction. And thank you to everybody in the audience as well for attending our ceremony this morning. It's an honor and a privilege to stand before you as a representative of the College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences, and it really is a privilege. Not only are our faculty and staff among the nation's best in their fields, but our students are some of the most passionate, driven people you'll find on OU's campus. My story started, like so many others, during early childhood. For as long as I can remember, I've been fascinated by the weather, and especially by storms. While my love of the weather sometimes fell by the wayside as I got older and classes were more demanding, I always came back to it. Every time my dad's old NOAA weather radio went off, every time I saw a storm anvil forming in the distance, and of course, every time I turned on the TV and Twister was on. Having grown up in the north suburbs of Chicago, I never thought that I would end up at the University of Oklahoma. It was just never on my radar. What ultimately brought me here was the promise of an unparalleled college experience. So, in August of 2015, armed with a minivan full of dorm room supplies, I made the 850-mile drive to Norman with my parents. I didn't know a single soul in the entire state of Oklahoma, but from the first day I stepped onto campus as a freshman, I knew I'd made the right choice. Sure, I was nervous, but I was excited to start this new chapter of my life. At that point, I didn't know any of the people you see sitting on stage right now, but it was just the beginning. We haven't just spent our time studying and doing homework, though it sure does feel like it sometimes. Many of us were also involved in student organizations within the college. In the School of Meteorology, we had the student chapter of the American Meteorological Society and National Weather Association, as well as the Oklahoma Weather Lab, where we learned from career meteorologists and gained operational forecasting experience. In the Department of Geography and Environmental Sustainability, we had the Geography and Environmental Sustainability Club and the GIS Club, where we learned from industry professionals and earned useful career skills. We also took advantage of OU's unique opportunities to gain valuable career experience. Some of us have worked with professors in the college, such as Dr. Phil Chilson, who have offered us the chance to do paid research alongside graduate students. Others have worked with the partner organizations and companies located in the National Weather Center and the Partners Place buildings, many of which offer career-related jobs and internships to undergraduate students. Thanks to the college's willingness to support our career development, many of us have also been able to attend professional conferences. Some of us have even presented our own research and exchanged our broadcast reels at these conferences, allowing us to form valuable professional connections with other scientists. These connections and experiences have really set us apart from other students in our fields. Just take a look at our resumes. Many of us on this stage have spent our summers participating in research and job internships with a wide variety of organizations, and several of us have received campus-wide awards and even national scholarships. These are all opportunities that we worked hard to earn. I remember on the first day of orientation to professional meteorology, the very first class in the curriculum, when I sat in a classroom of roughly 120 other hopeful meteorology majors, all of us excited to start our new journey together. That day, Dr. Fred Carr said to us, "Look to your left. Now look to your right. 4 years from now, only one of you will still be here." Back then, we just kind of laughed nervously. We weren't really sure what to make of such a bold statement. We know now that what he said was true. We have faced dozens of challenging assignments, struggled through hand cramps and headaches from contouring and recontouring, and sometimes recontouring endless weather maps. And we've spent way too many sleepless nights trying to force Python, MATLAB, and ArcGIS into unwilling submission. For those of us on this stage, though, it wasn't just our passion for the science that carried us through. None of us could have done this alone. We have carried each other through every single day throughout our degrees, and this, today, is the culmination of the support we've given each other. I personally owe a lot of my success to everybody on this stage, but there are a few specific people I'd like to acknowledge. First of all, Dr. Homeyer, I couldn't have accomplished any of this without you. Thank you so much for your endless support and encouragement over the last 3 years. It's been such a privilege to have you as my advisor here. And even though I haven't managed to take a class with you yet, I've still learned so much from you about science and research and life in general. You know, I was gonna follow in your footsteps here and tell a joke about paper, but I decided not to, because it's terrible. Anyway, I'll see you in cloud physics next fall. To my friends in the School of Meteorology, I owe my remaining sanity to all of you. You know what? I need to take my shoes off for this. There is absolutely no other group of people I would have rather done this with. I couldn't imagine learning about Purple Mountain's majesty, or understanding what cloud is, or discussing little hail nuggets and whatever it is people do in the desert with anybody else. We've grown really close here at OU, and I really hope that that closeness lasts through time, even as we scatter all across the country for our careers. It's been challenging. It's been busy and exhausting and occasionally frustrating. But despite all the obstacles we've faced, we made it. These last few years have been the most rewarding years of my life. I am proud to be graduating with every single person on this stage because I know firsthand the sheer amount of time and energy you have all sacrificed for this degree. Regardless of where we all end up, I know that we are going to leave this world a better place than we found it. Now, to the class of 2019, look to your left. Don't do it, please. Now look to your right. 1 hour from now, we will all be degreed professionals. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Morgan. I love puns and dad jokes. That was awesome. Dean Varian Moore is a world-renowned earth scientist who is the architect and principal investigator of the Geostationary Carbon Cycle Observatory, or GeoCarb, a 5-year, $166 million grant from NASA that will measure greenhouse gases and vegetation health from space. During his long and distinguished career, Dean Moore also served on the faculty at the University of New Hampshire and is the founding executive director of Climate Central, a think tank focused on climate change. His many honors include the NASA Distinguished Public Service Medal, which is the space agency's highest form of recognition. During Dean Moore's tenure at OU, scholarship opportunities have quadrupled, from $15,000 per academic year to more than $70,000 this year. Under Dean Moore's leadership, the internship program has experienced phenomenal growth as well. A&GS students are now exploring professional internships from the Norman Water Treatment Plant to Self-Help Africa in Zambia. Dean Moore has also ensured that A&GS students are able to enjoy a vibrant, well-stocked library, state-of-the-art computer labs, and an educational atmosphere that promotes learning, collaboration, inclusion, and research. Please join me in welcoming Dean Varian Moore.
Good morning. I want to open by reading from the prologue that the poet Carl Sandburg wrote to an extraordinary photographic exhibit in 1955 at the Museum of Modern Art in New York City. The exhibit was called The Family of Man. Carl Sandburg wrote, "From the first cry of a newborn baby in Chicago or Zambango, in Amsterdam or Rangoon, that cry has the same pitch and key. Each is saying, 'I am. I have come through. I belong. I'm of the family.' People, flung wide and far, born into toil, struggle, blood, dreams, among lovers, eaters, drinkers, workers, loafers, fighters, players, gamblers. Here in this exhibit are iron workers, bridgemen, musicians, miners, builders of huts and skyscrapers, jungle hunters, landlords and landless, loved and unloved, lonely and abandoned, the brutal and the compassionate, one big family hugging close to the ball of earth for its life and being. Everywhere the sun, moon, and stars, the climates and weathers have meanings for people. Though the meanings vary, we are alike in all countries and tribes in trying to read what the sky, the land, the sea is saying to us. Alike and ever alike, we are all on all continents in need of love, food, clothing, work, speech, sleep, games, dancing, and fun. From tropics to Arctics, humanity lives with these needs so alike, so extraordinarily alike. These remarkable words speak clearly to us across more than a half a century. What is the sky, land, and sea saying to us? For geographers, human and physical, for meteorologists and climatologists, for hydrographers and hydrologists, environmental sustainability scientists, for specialists in geographic information systems and remote sensing, this decoding is what they do. You are graduates. This is what you will do. Now you have the special skills to listen and understand what the sky, land, and sea are saying to us. But as we've just heard, this has not been easy. And the future is not going to be easy. We didn't train you for easy. It is going to be challenging, and the challenges are going to be fun. They're going to be exciting, and the challenges are going to be challenging. Therefore, and I know this well, therefore you will fail. You will make mistakes. I know this. I have made my share and then some. But that's what an eraser is for. Wait a second. An eraser, that's something on the end of a pencil, but let me speak to you. That's what the delete key on the keyboard is for. That is why you have a backspace button on your iPhone, and that is because mistakes are going to happen. That's fine. Well, yes, but there's still mistakes. And these challenges, what should I do? Well, I have return time and time again to reading a marvelous philosopher, Harvey Penick. Harvey Penick was the golf coach at University of Texas for more than a half century. And he wrote marvelous books, and one was called The Little Red Book. And Harvey Penick said, when faced with a challenge, take dead aim. Take dead aim. Now, that does not mean you will hit the ball in the fairway. In fact, Harvey Penick also said, the woods are filled with long drives. But take dead aim. I mean, there are sand traps, but that is why you have a sand wedge. That's why you have a delete key. That's why you can make mistakes, because you will overcome those mistakes. Another thing that Harvey Penick said, and I think it's very, very wise. Penick said, in golf, your strengths and weaknesses will always be with you. If you strengthen your weaknesses, you will improve your game. The irony is that people practice their strengths and not their weaknesses. So practice on where you are weak. You will continue to grow. Let me return to Sandburg. When he wrote in The Family of Man, one big family hugging close to the ball of earth for life and sustainability and being. When he wrote that in 1955, I remembered, I think about the photograph that was not in the exhibit because it was taken 13 years later on the 24th of December from Apollo 8 in lunar orbit. And that is the photograph of the Earth's rise above the lunar horizon. Upon seeing this photograph, another poet, Archibald MacLeish, said, to see the earth as we now see it, small and beautiful in that eternal silence where it floats, is to see ourselves together as riders on the earth, brothers on that bright loveliness in the unending night, brothers who now see they are truly brothers. And what do we see when we look at that marvelous photograph? We see the sky, the land, and sea, and we seek to know what they are saying. This is essential, for there are riders on that earth. There is life on this ball. Keep seeking the messages, and together we can keep this ball of earth capable of providing life and being, not just for the human family, but for all families and for all living beings. We wish you well, Godspeed, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dean Moore. We would like to take a moment to recognize students who are receiving special recognition for academic achievement. I ask each of them to stand and remain standing, and please hold your applause until all names have been called. Graduating with distinction, Holden Dempsey, Mateus Gomez, Logan Hubble, Emily Rhodes, Julie Russell, Benjamin Seville. Graduating with special distinction, Lexi Branscombe, Rachel Cross, also earning a 4.0 medallion, Samuel Emerson, Chelsea Facero, Catherine Ho, also earning a 4.0 medallion, Scott Levi Schmidtmeyer, also earning a 4.0 medallion. Jennifer Snyder, Colt Vaughn, Matthew Woods, James Warden. Graduating magna cum laude, Morgan Jones. Graduating summa cum laude, Samantha Bashke. Ian Bennett, who is also invited to join Phi Beta Kappa. Emily Lenhart, also invited to join Phi Beta Kappa. Davis Manshart. Sarah Melker. Morgan Schneider, who also earned a 4.0 medallion and was invited to join Phi Beta Kappa. Please join me in a round of applause for these students. Students, you may be seated. We are finally at the moment that these students have worked so hard for. It's time for graduation. Since this is a joyous time, an occasional shout of joy. We gotta practice this a little bit, everybody. So, an occasional shout of joy or relief is entirely appropriate. They had really good energy at practice, too, so we gotta keep that up. Those of you who wish to take pictures may do so. However, please note that a professional photographer will also take a picture as each student receives a diploma and another picture as the new graduate exits the stage. We will now present the 2019 graduates of the University of Oklahoma College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences. Associate Chair Dr. Scott Green will join Dean Moore and Associate Dean Klein in congratulating degree recipients from the College of Geography and Environmental Sustainability. We will begin with students earning a Bachelor of Arts in Environmental Sustainability. Jesse Acosta. Rob Bell. Jackson Porter Biggs. Lexi Paige Branscombe. Daniel Castaneda. Holden Kyle Dempsey. Marion Ellingson. Chelsea Facero. Jeffrey Mark Franklin. Lindsley Harns. Brianka Danielle Hill. Morgan Jones. Harrison Knight. Cherie Mandapat. Robert Martinez. Alexandra Diane O'Connell. Angel Bess Odom. Megan Price. Julie Z. Russell. Sam Sheldon. Colt Heston Vaughn. Lucy Whitaker. We will now recognize students receiving a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sustainability. Joseph DiCarlo. I want that same energy from here on out. Everybody. Elijah Nico Foz. Davis Manshart. Sarah Melcher. Emily Rachel Rhodes. Mackenzie Taylor Roberts. Madeline Ashton Stafford. James Warden. We will now recognize students receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Geographic Information Science. Caitlin Hunera Ashworth. Noel Scott McThompson. Henrik Ryman Phillip. Russell Smith. Jennifer Snyder. We will now recognize students receiving a Bachelor of Science in Geographic Information Science. Mary Ann Rachel Beers. Miriam Clark. Jonathan Craig. Catherine Leanne Ho. Derek Stark. Emily Wong. We will now recognize the student receiving a Bachelor of Arts in Geography, Paul Richard Connors. We will now recognize students receiving a Bachelor of Science in Geography, Ian Bennett. Lane Michael Logan. Jake Mammon. Shantae Price. Dane Wilkins. Li Xing Yu. Graduate Advisor Dr. Laurel Smith joins us as we now recognize students receiving graduate degrees from the Department of Geography and Environmental Sustainability. Our first candidate is Kelly Jones. Kelly has earned a Master of Arts in Geography. Kelly is joined by her faculty advisor, Dr. Darren Purcell. Who rises above everybody else in that picture. We will now recognize students receiving a Master of Science in Geography. Our first candidate is Paulina Chvik. Paulina is joined by her faculty advisors, Dr. Renee McPherson, Our next Master of Science in Geography degree candidate is Parker Fleming. Parker is joined by his faculty advisor, Dr. Thomas Neeson. Our next Master of Science in Geography degree candidate is Masa Jami. Dr. Kirsten DeBurs served as Masa's faculty advisor, but was not able to join us here today. That's important to take with you. We will now recognize students receiving a Master of Science in Environmental Sustainability. Jennifer Hamil. Jennifer is joined by her faculty advisor, Dr. Travis Gleet. Our final Master of Science in Environmental Sustainability degree candidate is Joshua Wimhurst. Dr. Scott Green served as Joshua's faculty advisor. Thank you, Dr. Green, Dr. Smith, and faculty members, and congratulations to all of the new graduates from the Department of Geography and Environmental Sustainability. Dr. Jens Redemann, Director of the School of Meteorology, and Dr. Eleanor Martin, Director of Undergraduate Studies, will join Dean Moore and Associate Dean Klein in congratulating students earning degrees from the School of Meteorology. We will now recognize students receiving a Bachelor of Science in Meteorology. Jacqueline Christie Alger. That's a tough one to follow. You guys got some work to do. Robert Olin Riley Baird. Samantha Marie Bashke. Taylor Cox. Rachel Nicole Cross. Caitlin DeShazo. Jack Dempsey III. Samuel Warren Emerson. You got to stay up here after you're done so you can be the hype man for everybody else. Kendra Jo Fleming. Mateus Gomez. Leah Grace Hill. Cody Johnston. Glenn Luther Kendrick. Alex Danae Laney. Nicholas Frederick Lawson. Emily Diane Lenhart. Alexandria Margaret Myers. Jordan Michael Overton. You got fat heads too, Jordan? That's awesome. Benjamin Lee Allen Seville. Jordan Schlink. Levi Thomas Smitmeyer. Morgan Elizabeth Schneider. Brian John Sheridan. Jonathan Blake Thornton. Jonathan Townley. Jordan Nicole Van Auken. Matthew James Woods. Dr. Cameron Homeyer, Director of Graduate Studies, will join us as we recognize graduate students from the School of Meteorology, beginning with those students receiving a Master of Science in Meteorology. Our first master's degree candidate is Noah Brower. Noah is joined on stage by his faculty advisor, Dr. Jeff Becerra. Our next master's degree candidate is Amanda Leonora Burke. Our next master's degree candidate this afternoon is Benjamin Davis. Our next master's degree candidate is Matthew Robert Green. Matthew is joined on stage by his faculty advisor, Dr. Jason Furtado. I love these chants. Keep these going. I love these. Our next master's degree candidate this afternoon is Gregory Charles Genrich. Gregory is joined on stage by his faculty advisor, Dr. Jason Furtado. Our next master's degree candidate this afternoon is Brianna Marie Lynch. Brianna is joined on stage by her faculty advisor, Dr. Scott Selesky. Our final Master of Science in Meteorology degree candidate today is Sarah Wagofsky. Sarah is joined on stage by her faculty advisor, Dr. Jeff Becerra. We will now recognize students receiving a Doctor of Philosophy in Meteorology. Our first PhD candidate this afternoon is Elizabeth DeGangi. Elizabeth will be hooded by her faculty advisor, Dr. Don McGorman. Congratulations. We'll eventually get on there. Congratulations, Dr. DeGangi. Our next PhD candidate is Erica Michelle Griffin. Erica will be hooded by her faculty advisor, Dr. Terry Scher. Congratulations, Dr. Griffin. That's really important to take with you. Our next PhD candidate is Vivek Narayan Mahali. Vivek will be hooded by his faculty advisor, Dr. Guifu Zhang. Congratulations, Dr. Mahale. Our final PhD candidate today is Elizabeth Smith. Elizabeth will be hooded by her faculty advisors, Dr. Petra Klein and Dr. Yevgeny Fedorovich. Tag team, yeah. Congratulations, Dr. Smith. Thank you, Dr. Redeman, Dr. Martin, Dr. Homeyer, and faculty members, and congratulations to all of our new School of Meteorology graduates. Presenting the college's alumni charge today is Ms. Leslie Ilston. Leslie received her Bachelor of Arts in Journalism and Mass Communication with an emphasis in public relations from OU in 2005. After spending the last 12 years in nonprofit development, she now serves as the Development and Alumni Relations Officer for the College of A&GS. Our congratulations to Leslie today as well upon earning her Master's in Public Administration from OU this spring. Please welcome Ms. Leslie Ilston.
Thank you. The College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences proudly recognizes the members of this graduating class for your courage to persevere and for the respect and civility you demonstrated while achieving your academic goals. Your educational journey may be culminating, but now you begin a new journey in your professional endeavors. Please know that you're joining a prestigious group of alumni with whom you share a common bond. Common bonds like observing storms and surviving dynamics, or handling recycling at Norman events and making it through quantitative methods. The alumni group you joined today is larger than any class you've taken and spans to every corner of the world. There are alumni living in every state and in 117 countries around the globe. Be proud of what you have accomplished as you join those that came before you. Look back fondly on the years spent here and look forward to what your life will bring you, in part as a result of what you have learned at OU. These professors, these courses, this college, and this university have given you the tools for you to succeed on your own. Look to your right. I'm stealing this from Morgan. Look to your right. Look to your left. You all have done it. Yeah. It is now up to you to show the world what a true Sooner is made of. On this day, as you transition from students to alumni, we hope you remember your college experience with pride. We ask that you look for opportunities to stay connected and involved with your alma mater, and to connect it to the people and places you meet along the way. We're actively building our Young Alumni Group that will champion our events across the country, and we challenge you to be a part of this endeavor. Look for upcoming newsletters, informational emails, and events in your area. With that, we ask you to stay in touch. Share your stories, share your milestones. There are stories and milestones too. And be a shining example of the innovation that comes from being an alumni of this amazing college. We're your extended family, and we want to share in your moments. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors, both personally and professionally. I charge you to continue to do your best in all that you do. It is my honor to officially welcome the Spring 2019 graduating class into the College of Atmospheric and Geographic Sciences Alumni Association. Congratulations.
Thank you, Leslie. As we approach the end of our program, I am pleased to acknowledge the hard work of the staff members in the Dean's Office and our academic units, as well as all of our ushers who assisted in making today's convocation an event to remember. Let's give all these people a big round of applause. Before we close this afternoon, would everyone please stand and join us in singing the Oklahoma Chant? The words are posted on the screen behind us. Thank you. Graduates, would you please remain standing while the rest of the audience takes their seats? We were trying to see how many of you had to look back to the screen for the OU chant. As a symbol of your newly acquired status, I ask that you now move your tassel from the right side of your mortarboard to your left. To all family, friends, and faculty, it is with great pleasure that I officially present to you the graduating class of 2019. We hope that you will all be able to join us at the annual A&GS Convocation reception, which takes place in the Oklahoma Memorial Union Food Court. We ask that you remain seated until the platform party, faculty, and new graduates have filed out. Thank you, musicians. Thank you, everyone. And as a reminder, our reception will be in the Oklahoma Memorial Union Food Court. As you exit, just follow the sidewalk straight across to the Union, and we'll be right there near the Sooner Schooner. Thank you all so much.